Everyone says the exact same thing when it comes to investing. Play it safe, buy the market, hold on to it, wait 30 years, and there we go. You're going to have an absolute fortune. And look, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but there is a slight problem is if you've only played defensive and if you're always playing defensive, you're never going to build wealth faster. You might mean not retiring early, not leaving the job market, and that's what a lot of people never talk about. So in this video, I want to break down the aggressive ETFs that I use in my portfolio, and I use them in a very, very small amount. So it is a very small 15% segment of my portfolio, but there are three specific ETFs that we're going to be covering because it's not hype, it's not gambling. These are very calculated plays. These are meant to accelerate your portfolio if you know exactly what you're doing. But let me be clear, if you panic sell when the market goes down, you're constantly checking your portfolio every day, these are not the ETFs for you because aggressive without discipline is how individuals are going to lose a lot of money. So before we jump into this, you have to understand one principle. Aggressive ETFs are not the foundation. They are the accelerators. They are not even the growth piece of it. If the foundation is weak, you're not holding something like the VOO or the VTI, it's going to expose you. If you built a foundation like we've talked about in the last couple of videos, it is going to change the entire trajectory of your portfolio. So let's get into it. Now, first up, I use the VanEck Semiconductor ETF or the SMH. This one is very straightforward. It is very concentrated and it knows exactly what to invest in, but don't make it really simple for safe because it is not a safe ETF. It focuses on the entirety on semiconductors. Now, for me, my personal view is in the future, semiconductors are going to be the future. If it's going to be data centers, if it's going to be AI technology, if it's going to be cars, right now, semiconductors are by far the number one most important thing in the world. No chips, no AI. That's it. No chips, no cloud computing. That's really it. No chips, no modern economy at all. Everything runs with semiconductors and everything will run through the sector. And this is why the SMH is exceptionally powerful as an aggressive ETF. You're not spreading your money across 50 companies or even 500 companies. You're concentrating on only the backbone of the innovation and the infrastructure that we have. But that's where the upside comes in. Now, here's the part that a lot of people really ignore. Concentration, it can cut both ways. Semiconductors are booming. This ETF is going to be the one to hold. SMH can perform and really does outperform the entire market, even in a down market, what we're seeing right now. If the sector slows down, it doesn't drift, it drops fast. That is the time you need to buy more. So the real question is SMH a good ETF? The real question comes to, can you handle the volatility when it comes? Because it is going to come, and can you do it with conviction? Because if you can't, you could be the one liquidating your position at the absolute worst time. That is going to destroy your returns. So a quick reset right here, guys. If you're still thinking diversification equals safety, you're only half right. Diversification is meant to protect you, and concentration is what builds wealth, which is the reason why you need both of them. So let's look at the next ETF, which is the WisdomTree Effective or Efficient Gold Plus Equity Strategy Fund. That is a huge mouthful. That is the GTE. Now, this one is completely different, and a lot of people don't even understand how it works, which is exactly why it's so powerful. So the GDE combines two things that are really booming. One, the S&P 500 and leveraged exposure to gold. This is an ETF that not only has exposure to gold, but it is leveraged exposure. So you're getting that equity growth out of here, plus you're getting an amplified exposure to a hard asset, which is gold. Think about that for a second. Stock perform over time, but gold tends to perform during chaos. We have seen China buying gold up like crazy, sending the gold prices through the roof. Inflation, uncertainty, war, market stress. This ETF is going to do both. It is going to grow on that S&P 500 side, and it's going to hedge the bets when it comes to gold. Sounds like a pretty good ETF. Not so fast. There is a catch in here. It is leveraged, and the leverage is what makes this ETF so absolutely aggressive. It is going to amplify the returns that we're seeing in this portfolio. It is also going to amplify any of the losses, any of the down pulls. So if you don't understand exactly how the leverage exposure works, you will mismanage this ETF. You're going to sell it when it's down. You're going to not, and this really isn't a set it and forget it mentality with an ETF this nature. This is a very strategic tool when it comes to playing, something that you use very intentional instead of using it completely blindly. So let me challenge you here, guys. If you don't understand what you own, how would you and what is your expectation on how it's going to perform? This is the gap that most investors don't understand. And this is the one more likely that they do need to fix. Let me know in the comments. So far, guys, we've covered the concentration with the SMH and the semiconductors. Now we looked at the strategy of the GDE, which of course is the leverage gold position. Now we're going out even further, which is again kind of a little bit more of a speculation because this is the Defiance Quantum ETF. Now this ticker is the QTUM. This is where it gets interesting. Now QTUM focuses on a very specific sector with quantum computing and next generation technology. We are talking about companies that are working on problems that people don't even know exist yet. When it comes to the early stages of innovation, which means a really, really big thing, and that is uncertainty. And when it comes to uncertainty, the flip side of that is a huge opportunity. Because when you invest in something before it becomes obvious, before it comes mainstream, before it just blows up through the really stratosphere, this is where exponential returns come from, not after. Now, quantum and really quantum computing isn't building what is winning today. It is building what could win tomorrow. That's what makes it a very, very aggressive ETF to hold. But let's be honest, not every company in this space will succeed. And from my understanding right now, there is only one single company that has a practical or a commercial application of quantum computing actually in the workspace that does make money. Some of these companies are going to fail. Some companies will disappear. Some of these will get bought from these larger mega cap companies like NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple, and that's the price that we're going to pay for the early exposure in here. So the real question again becomes when it comes to aggressive ETFs, do you have the patience? Do you have the conviction to hold on to something like the quantum computing? That is not proven yet. It could be an absolute bust because most people do not and will not at all. So SMH is betting on the dominance when it comes to the semiconductors. GDE is betting on the strategy and of course the leveraged gold. Quantum computing is betting on the future with the QTUM. Extremely very different forms of aggressive ETFs. Now, of course, here's where most people fall completely apart. These ETFs, like I said, if you go all in, it's not confidence. It is a lack of structure. Your portfolio could possibly get absolutely crushed. So let me simplify for this. When it comes to a portfolio, think of layers and layers of a cake. You have foundation, you have your VOO, you have your VTI, you have your growth layer, which could be like a QQQM, you have your high performing sectors, and then you have your aggressive layer. And of course, in addition to that, you also have your value or your dividend or your income driven ETFs. This ETF, and really this is the final layer, 5, 10%, maybe even 15% if you want to really get aggressive. That's it. Enough to accelerate the returns to really just blow the VOO, blow the S&P 500 out of the water if it really takes off. Because of course, you never want this to be enough money or investing enough money to absolutely decimate the portfolio if you're wrong. Because trust me, when it comes to investing and through the last 30 years of my life, there's a point in the game where you are going to be wrong when it comes to investing. And that is where real investors separate themselves from everyone else because anyone can go in there. They can buy ETFs that are readily available. I got links down below for Robinhood and M1 Finance. If you want some free stocks, go ahead and sign up. But when you're managing risk, when you're staying disciplined in the marketplace, holding and buying more through volatility, when we see a 5, 10, 15% dip in the market, that is where wealth is actually being built. So don't think of this video and really, so don't watch it and think, I need to go get all of these 3 ETFs right now. That is not the lesson here. You have to understand how aggressive ETFs work. I don't want you to lose control because at the end of the day, your wealth is really not built by avoiding risk. It's meant and really built by managing risk in there. So the question you need to think about, are you investing in a way that feels completely safe? Are you investing in a way that is going to allow you to sleep at night? Are you investing in a way that is going to move your portfolio further? Because that is going to make a really big difference. So if you made it through this entire series, there is going to be one more video where I show my entire portfolio in its entirety. But when we look at foundation, value, growth, and now looking at the aggression that we have or the aggressive ETFs in there, There's only one thing left. That is the portfolio. That is the execution. So subscribe to the channel, guys, if you have not yet, about building some serious wealth. And I'll see you in the next one.